Quincy Wilson just visited another school that I just can't rock with, and for good reason. And if you look at this school, you might be like, "What are you talking about?" Let me explain.
Skin finessing the beat.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Everything Track. Now, I said it before, I said it time and time again. Quincy Wilson is probably the best runner, along with Cameron as well. By the way, speaking of Cameron just signed with Puma. If you don't remember, he's also the high schooler that raced Fred Curley and them in the 100 meters. So he just signed with Puma. So crazy for him as well. So y'all congratulate him, by the way, because he doesn't get the same love. I mean, he didn't win, so I mean, there's a reason why. But still, for him to be at his age and do what he did as well, the same as Quincy Wilson, is crazy. But anyways, Quincy Wilson, we already know who he is. He's from Chesapeake, Virginia. He did his thing at the Olympics in the relay, 4x4 relay. He has a personal best of 44:20 in the 400, which is the under 18 record. He has some good indoor records as well. Outdoors, he has a 22:15 in 200. Indoors, he has a 21:02. His 300 meters is a 33. And again, the guy's 16. Okay, the kid's 16. His 800 meter is a 150, and he got that this year. But his 400 is where he stands out. Obviously, a 44:20 at 16 years old. So, what did he do this time? What makes him different than the rest? Well, Quincy Wilson obviously has that potential. He has that talent. He can beat the likes of Matthew Boland and Michael Norman. He beat Elijah Godwin at the Olympic trials. We know what he can do. He beat the guys from Florida. We've seen it all, right? And speaking of Florida, I think a school Quincy Wilson should go to is Florida, because he just went to go visit a school that isn't really known for making good track athletes on the men's side. Now, obviously, good track athletes come out of this college, but not because of the college itself. What happens was these people went to this school, they got trained, and they didn't come out really too much faster than when they went to the college. They spent 4 years in this college and they didn't really get any faster. It's like they plateaued, or they hit a personal best, but it wasn't by much. And what am I talking about? But before I get to the college, I'm talking about, make sure y'all subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're on the road to 6K, and thank you. Make sure you also leave a comment if you think I'm wrong about my opinion, but I'm finna get to it right now. And Quincy Wilson went and visited, yes, you heard me correctly, Georgia. Now, here's the thing about Georgia. Matthew Boland went to Georgia. He didn't really get too much faster when he was in high school. He's now a runner that is actually, I believe he's unsponsored. If I am wrong, correct me. Elijah Godwin, same thing. He's also been cooked after he left college. He didn't really get too much faster. His form wasn't as good. Maybe because it's heavy. Christopher Morales. We already saw what happened to him. He got cooked when he went to the run. It's like he was running. And honestly, I think he was just running too much. He is pro now. We'll see how he goes. But the longer he stayed at Georgia for his freshman year, the worse he got. And we all saw that. And I just don't want the same to happen to Quincy Wilson. I know Quincy Wilson is fast. I know Quincy Wilson just needs to work on his form. I know what Quincy Wilson needs to do. He just needs to mature. He just needs to he'll get bigger. He'll get taller. He is on the shorter side too. Just imagine if he was taller in the 400. It would be incredible to watch somebody like Quincy Wilson run the 400 when he hits 6 feet and up. It will be remarkable. And that's what I want to see. But I don't think Georgia is going to tap into his talent like the other two schools that are on my mind would do. Now, I do have two schools on my mind that I know for a fact would do better than Texas A&M that we previously talked about, and Georgia. But we'll see who he picks later or who he goes to later. With that being said, peace.